Hey everybody, welcome back to my page. I know it's been a minute since I've done this and a lot has happened. And everyone has heard about the main thing that has happened, and that is Hurricane Harvey. So I really want to take this time out to really kind of give some insight on Hurricane Harvey. For those of you who don't know, I do currently reside in Houston, and so I experienced the whole entire ordeal. So I definitely have some insight on things that were happening, and I do have some insight on just a lot of families that are suffering who have lost everything. So I'll talk about ways that you can help and how you can help donate things if you care to donate to help those families who are in critical need. It's been about a week since Hurricane Harvey has occurred, and pretty much we didn't really get the hurricane part. We got the tropical storm, and that was enough. I can't even imagine if we would have actually experienced the hurricane itself. But we got a lot of rainfall, and it caused a lot of people to lose their homes, lose their cars, lose everything. So I was fortunate enough to not have lost really anything or have really any damage. There was like no water where I currently live as far as like in my complex. However, the roads and the freeways and all of that was completely flooded. Also, I am a special education teacher, in case you guys don't know that part as well. But I had a lot of my families who had experienced water like up to their waist or pretty much coming up to their neck. There were a lot of families who had to swim and try to find safety. There were families that were on the roof trying to get help because the water had rise so much in the home that it was just no way of getting out. The power lines were falling down, so that made it even extremely hard for people to get out. It was just really, really bad. And then on top of that, the water had all kind of things. It was coming from like the sewage, so there's like bowel movements and, you know, reptiles and all kind of just creepy, crazy things that were in the water. And so it was really disheartening and really sad and challenging for a lot of people. So what I've been trying to do is just pretty much give back, volunteer, donate as much as I can, because I'm very blessed. And a lot of us have been very fortunate and blessed to have not even experienced half the things that most people have experienced. So what I've been doing is just going into stores, getting things that are needed for a lot of the families who have lost everything, and just been volunteering to package up those bags and make sure that they receive those things. And a lot of things that a lot of families are, of course, lacking in is just like toiletries, clothing, you know, all of those kind of things, food, you know, shelter. So there's been a lot of people that's been helping and have been making themselves accessible. But of course, you know, we're going to need so much more. So if you would like to donate, the most important thing that is needed is food. There have been a lot of people donating like toiletries, things like that, and that's still needed. But food is the most important thing because a lot of the markets are still under construction. Like the main markets are open, but for those who are in like those small neighborhoods and so forth, like their neighborhood stores, they're not quite all open yet. So, you know, a lot of those areas are still struggling. So food is like the main thing, and like cleaning supplies, because a lot of people who has like water damage, you know, they're just trying to get their house back to normal, and a lot of that sewage water is in there. So a lot of people, families are like scrubbing and just trying to get the house together. So food and cleaning supplies. So if you want to donate, please send me an email. It is on my website where you can put your contact information and send me an email and let me know, and I can tell you ways that you can donate, and know exactly like where your donations are going and what is helping, and who is helping and so forth. As far as this experience, what I can say is I've learned a lot. I've learned how to be grateful and appreciative of the things that I have, and I've learned how to allow myself to let things go that are not worth my energy, because there are people who are facing far more worse situations, as we can see, than I am. And it just helped me to understand, like, I need to not be getting in my feelings about these little small things that I'm feeling. And not that it's not a big deal, but at this moment, it shouldn't be my main focus, you know? My main focus should be, how can I bless others? So for those of you who never experienced a hurricane before, it's not fun. It's hard. You know, people were stealing during that time. People were shooting during that time. I mean, it was just a lot of things going on. So be grateful, you know, for where you are, and always know that your situation could definitely be worse. And I'm learning that on the tail end. So again, I just want to thank everybody. There's been some people who've already been donating, and I appreciate you guys for that. We still need help. So if any way you can donate, again, please reach out to me, and I will give you information on how to go about doing that. And continue to keep us in prayer. Continue to keep Houston in prayer. There's a lot of rebuilding that has to get done. And there's a lot of families that have to figure out where they're going to be as far as in a home. What is it looking like for them? And then there's another hurricane arising. I don't think it's supposed to hit Houston, but it's supposed to hit. So we got to, you know, just keep everybody in prayer. And again, thank you guys for just checking in on me, sending positive thoughts, sending prayers, and for those who have donated. And I will hope next go around, you know, it'll be better days, you know. So again, thank you guys for your support, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.